You will find this PDF in hour 14 on the website in the intro section of hour 14. These are pages that you can print out to use as references. Basically, this is a sheet which shows you how things are compared, how to compare things in English. To make things simple, I have broken it down into 3 categories each. Things are either not equal, equal, or almost equal. In a simple sentence, it's different, they are different. Usually, even though 2 things are being compared, you can either use the singular or the plural. It's different, they are different. They're interchangeable. And you'll find that that's the same when you're talking about things that are the same, they are alike, and things that are almost equal. It is similar, they are similar. So it is and they are rather interchangeable. The broad question, how is this and that different? What is the difference between this and that? What are the differences between this and that? How is this different from that? How is that different than that? From and than are interchangeable. Once again, the question, how are they the same? How are they alike? And when they are similar. This is the sentence generally. It's the same as that. With the adjective and the verb, there are a few changes that we'll handle in the last page of this PDF. This is when things are similar. So as you see, there's quite a few different ways to say things that are similar. The big difference with different is the use of either from or than. If things are the same, she is as old as my brother. He ate as much as her. This is with the adjective. This is with the verb. And I use plus signs because there's 3 degrees of things with adjectives with a change. It's either more beautiful, a lot more beautiful, or the most beautiful. There are a variety of different irregular adjectives when these combinations are used. More good is better, a lot better, the best. These irregular adjective changes can be found in the PDF in the intro section of hour 14 also. So this is if they are the same. These are not used as much, but sometimes are used. These are the most used when people are comparing things. Some other lesser forms are here. It's less expensive. It's much less expensive. It's the least expensive. On the 3rd page, I have a diagram here using the verb to have. When things are either not equal, almost equal, or equal. Do you have one different than this? Something and anything are interchangeable here. You see these are interchangeable also. Instead of one, you can use something or anything. However, there are sometimes a qualifier that can be added using but. Do you have one different than this, but in black, but smaller, but in a bigger size? With almost equal, do you have one almost like this, but cheaper, but bigger, but not as tall? This changes. And with the same, there's also a qualifier. Do you have one the same as this but in size 10, in green, made in Japan? I have is the same as I have got. However, the limitations of I have got is that there is no past or no future tense with I have got. Plus the question, have, goes in the front. Instead of do you have money, have you got money? So here, do you have one different than this? Have you got one different than this? It's the same. Finally, the small changes that are made with the verb and the adjective using descriptions of things being either the same or similar. This is the noun, the object, pronoun, or a sentence. These are some examples. I ate the same as him. I study as much as my brother. They walked almost the same as him. She talks about as well as my brother. With the adjective, he is as smart as her, when things are similar. And this is when things are the same and when things are similar. About and almost are interchangeable here. So if you want to teach your students how things are compared, I briefly show them the three options generally that we talk about and familiarize them with the easy ways of generally asking the differences and explaining the differences. Thank you.